Go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
I spit all over myself. Yeah. Keep it going. Keep going. Oh no. Clearly, this is going to be the pre-intro, just us making fucking the stupidest noises we could possibly think of. Okay, everybody, let's get into it. Let's fucking do this. Welcome to the Stinky Boy podcast show. Once again, tentative title. I am Nathan, also known as Fright Shark. Let's get a couple things straight really quick. One, I never poop the bed. No, that's it. On to my best friend and co-host.
My name is Jeff. JFman on Twitter. Nathan never pooped the bed.
Thank you so much.
Hashtag Stinky Boy.
Hashtag Stinky Boy. At Stinky Boy Show, we made that Twitter account even though we're not even sure that's what we're going to call the show. And also I've tweeted 3 times from it and almost forgot the password to it again. So we're doing really good at this. Do you know the password to it?
I do know the password to it.
You should tweet from it.
Oh, I will.
I've only linked to episode 1 of this now 7-episode long podcast. So
we need to...
And that was 4 episodes in anyway.
Yeah. So. Okay, so for this episode, we should come up with a name.
Yes.
I know you have a list of names.
Well, it's not a list. I gave a teaser last week, if you listened, where I have some more names. Because I figured...
That's not really a teaser. That was just... You were just making a claim.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. I could have made the names up afterwards. But I had the names. Trust me. We're your friends here. We're not going to lie to you. So I said it at the end of the show. I had a couple names because... You know, the closer we get to, 10, that's kind of a milestone episode, is 10 episodes in, because that means we cared enough to do 10. So I figured we should actually figure out what to call this thing. So I did come up with a few names that I enjoy. There's a couple that you might like in here. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start off with that. I want to make sure you can't see my phone, because I don't want to give any of these away.
All right, hit it up, HDS.
All right. You want to tell everyone what HDS stands for real quick?
Hot dog sandwich.
Hot dog sandwich is apparently my nickname to him. Anyways, okay, so first one, Fright Shark and the Sea Boys. Okay? Now, this is good for a couple reasons. One, it opens up the show. We can have multiple people on. You guys can be the Sea Boys. 2, what does the C stand for? It stands for a whole bunch of stuff. None of it's good. Cock boys, cum boys, crap boys.
Honestly, I thought you were going with an ocean motif there.
Oh, like the sea.
Yeah. How do you not get that?
How did I not make that connection when I was the one who... Okay, well, clearly moving on. Second one, Ghost Dong Show.
Wow, I like that one.
Yeah. Okay, this next one.
But I don't know if I mean... I like it for a lot of reasons. The number one reason being that it's funny and it's out there and it's recognizable. But the reason I don't like it is, what if we do something that's controversial, or we do something super popular and a news blog talks about us or promotes us, and listen to the Ghost Dong podcast. No one's gonna listen to Ghost Dong podcast.
I think, knowing me, I would.
I'd
give it a listen at least. Okay. Well, maybe this next one is also not gonna be applicable, but I like it. It's the Poop Hour with Fright Shark. I really think that's a strong runner for this contest. Got any thoughts or feelings about that one?
I like Poop Hour. Yeah, that one's good, but also I don't feel as represented.
Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right.
The Fright Shark Show with Jeff.
That just sounds so rude to you. Okay, so I guess that one's not really strong either. We can do Friday and Friends. I like Friday and Friends. It's kind of cartoony and kind of silly, but I don't know. It's probably the best one on this list, to be perfectly honest. I thought I really had something with Fright Shark and the Sea Boys, and then I didn't even realize it's my own joke that I made, so I'm a little embarrassed about that. But what do you think about Friday and Friends?
I like it.
Well, we could just do Fright Shark and Friends, because that also opens up. But also, I feel like you're still kind of underrepresented in the name, because it is the two of us and then whoever else chooses to be. Like, I'm never going to do a show by myself or without you on it. Okay, so I guess...
The Ghost Muscle Podcast.
Ghost Muscles. That's, a lot of stuff with ghost in it I think would be pretty good. We'll have to come up with something good.
We like talking about spooky things.
Spooks.
Although we've only really talked about, like...
Spooksters.
Socially spooky things.
Yeah, like forgetting to take shorts with you when you go on a field trip.
Or... Oh, wait, no. Walking into the graveyard at night. That was spooky.
That is spooky. Okay. And so, this list isn't as good as I thought it would be. I have one more, but maybe it's not even... Maybe I'll just wait on that one.
No, just...
I don't know, because none of these other ones were good, and now I thought I had this great list, and now it kind of feels like... I shouldn't even bother. Maybe I should just come back with 5 more next week. Shit.
Something that represents both of us.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought I had some good ones on here. The 5th one's not even. I don't even want to read it.
I've grown attached to Stinky Boy now.
Okay.
We could probably make a mascot out of Stinky Boy.
It's just me. This is a picture of me.
Oh my god.
This is a picture of me. Anywhere you want to take a picture of me at.
I was going to say, like, a cartoon boy with, like, stink lines over him.
That's actually not bad. You could draw that.
I could. You could make something like... It could make a very recognizable symbol out of that.
Okay. Well, then let me just throw the 5th one. Because I feel like we're going to end up sticking with Stinky Boy. Or we're going to end up going with, like, a ghost something. Or maybe we'll come up with something. We have all the time. We're not making money off this. We can do literally whatever we want, except apparently pay SoundCloud to use their service and uploaded copyrighted music that we're not going to make money from. We're not allowed to do that because somehow we get in trouble for it, even though we're not making money off it. Whatever. That's a gripe for another time. So let me go ahead and say
I kind of get that, though.
Why? Who the fuck? Do they make money? They make money off of me paying them to use their site.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. But I mean, like, I guess technically that's stealing music.
It's not stealing music. I own the music I was going to put on there. Anyways, I just don't understand why I can't have a copyrighted song be the intro and outro to my podcast that I am paying SoundCloud to upload to. So, yeah, what the fuck, SoundCloud? Get one of your legal people on the team. On the team. Email me. Let's hash this out. I gotta figure this out. If I pay you $16 a month, will you let me use copyrighted music? Probably not. Anyways, the 5th name.
That's probably why they won't, because it's copyrighted music.
But why?
Because, I don't know, people would associate... I don't know, it's a theft thing.
I just don't...
That's why I get why we use royalty-free music. Also, I like our royalty-free intro.
I like the intro. Trust me. I like it a lot. It really grew on me. But I don't know, I'm not uploading it and claiming that it's mine. This is a show format. It's just an intro and an outro. They didn't even tell me which one they took the video, the second episode down for.
Poop Brothers.
Poop Brothers? I don't know. That's somehow worse than Stinky Boy.
Yeah.
Stinky Boys.
If we ever make like a comic about Stinky Boy, like he's a character in some weird universe, the Poop Brothers are his enemy. God darn you, Poop Brothers. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like really nasally and nerdy. Darn you, Poop Brothers!
Oh,
He's not a very likable main character, but that's why he's called Stinky Boy.
it's like every Scooby-Doo villain.
I could have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that stupid
Meddling
mongoloid dog.
Stinky boys. Anyways, I gotta tell you the fifth name.
You warmed up to it now?
Yeah, I think it's better. I honestly think we'll end up going with Stinky Boys, probably in the end. But it's worth a shot. And no, I don't know. I don't want to say it. Okay, all right. Sky Captain in the World tomorrow.
God damn it, man.
I really think, and a lot of people on Twitter, they seem to think that that's a good name for the show. We had Thomas Violence, thought that was a good name for the show. He tweeted right at me. So, I mean, that's one of our 3 listeners. That's good.
We can't do Sky Captain in the World tomorrow. I'm sure that's even worse than stealing music for our podcast.
Absolutely not. Who the fuck remembers that movie? Who was in that movie? Name 3 actors in that movie.
Jude Law.
Oh, no. You actually know 3 actors from this movie, don't you? Shit.
Was
Angelina Jolie in that movie?
Actually, she was,
Fuck.
I believe.
Why did I even say it? I was just throwing a name out there. See? No one knows that movie. Didn't that movie, make $1? How much money did that movie make? It doesn't matter, because
I don't think it tanked.
We're gonna make $0, which is gonna be less than what the movie made. So, okay, everyone on Twitter.
Yeah, but
Tweet at this is my bedroom. Tweet at us. Tweet at me specifically. I've given you guys 8 or 9 names now. Over the course of these 7 episodes. Why don't you guys tweet at us and tell us what you think the name of our show should be? Because it's a very open show. We love the people who listen to us, and I accept and appreciate feedback from the people who listen. So you tell me, what should we call this show? Of the options listed, and maybe, Jeff, if you don't like Sky Captain of the World tomorrow, why don't you bring in some names next week, huh?
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I didn't this week because I assumed that you had a good list, and you did.
All right. Well, you better have some shout-outs for the end of the show, then.
Oh, wow.
Moving on.
Wow.
Jeff?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay, good. Jeff, no arms or no legs?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, threw a fucking fastball at you.
No legs.
No legs, why?
I mean, I could still get a wheelchair.
Well...
Hold on. I could get a wheelchair. They make cars where you can drive and you don't
hold
need
on.
legs.
No. That's just the root of it. What I'm going to say here... No arms...
Are you going to make it unfair?
Yeah, no arms and no legs, and you have to live with that. You can't do anything to guarantee that you're going to have a way to get around or live without those limbs.
Do I still have my dick? When you say I have no legs, does it mean I have, no waist section?
You get...
Please tell me I have my...
Okay, so if you have no arms, because that's the thing here, is when we say you're losing them, you're not going to have a piece of it. So if you're losing your arms, you're losing it at the shoulder. You're not going to even have a little dangly piece of skin there. It's going to be nothing. And then...
I don't have a butt.
And then... No, but then you're going to be like the dad from the Oblongs. You still have the lower part, but it's rounded. They cut it so it's rounded.
Okay, I still have my junk. I'd be fine.
You still have your what did I call it? Your P zone and your poop factory.
P zone, poop factory. Yep.
Yeah. God, I'm a 10-year-old. But okay, so you go no legs. But would you still go?
Have my downtown and my brown town.
Yeah, you would. That's important. I mean, if you couldn't have your butt, they'd probably kill you because then you wouldn't be able to poop.
Yeah.
Probably no, they could make you able to pee without a dick. Anyways, sorry, I was thinking about that for way too long. So you would still choose no legs?
Yeah, still choose no legs. I would be the guy that just walked around on his hands.
Okay.
I would lift myself up on my hands. My hands would be so calloused, though.
Oh, you'd be like that kid that was a high school wrestler. He had no legs, and I kind of felt like that was unfair. It's good to let the kid still do a thing that he wanted to do, but that's got to be hard to wrestle a guy with no legs. That kind of changes the whole game. that's why they didn't let that guy with no, I think there's no arms.
I
He wanted
wouldn't
to
let
do MMA.
I wouldn't let myself waste away. I mean, like if, well, it depends on when this problem was. Like, was I born without legs?
No, they cut him off.
Oh, shit. Well, actually, no. I still wouldn't let it beat me. I would work out a lot because all I would have to work out is my upper body. I don't even know how I would do core stuff.
I would also go no legs here, just so you know. But I think the way that I'd keep from hating myself is I just like spook people all the time. I just like scare people, like hide in trash cans and stuff.
Oh.
I think that would be a lot of fun. Just pop out. I'd have to get my arm strength. Yeah, I'd have to be like really strong in the arms so I could lift myself up, like do dips all day. But yeah, that'd be fun. Just hide out in the thing. Hide out in the back of someone's car.
God.
And then you like hide down on the floorboard of their car.
It's like this legless fuck just creeped up on me in this car.
Yeah.
While I was driving.
Imagine
Shit my pants in front of my wife.
Imagine being anywhere.
Now I gotta deal with the divorce.
Imagine being anywhere. It's dark. That's it. There are two stipulations. You're anywhere, and it's dark. And you're walking somewhere. You're walking, say, to your car, and you just see a guy with no legs, hand walking behind you, like, at a pretty steady pace. He doesn't look like he's threatening, but I feel like he would look threatening no matter what. I'd be worried. Because...
Depends on, like, I mean, if I just see a guy...
And that's the thing, you hear it before you see it. You hear him, you hear... And then you turn around and you just see him walking towards you.
I wish that they could see the fucking arm movements.
I assume that's how your arms would move if you had no legs. But anyway, so...
Like you're waddling, but on your hands.
Yeah, because you have to get your arms around your torso. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, would you be afraid of that?
Yes, of course.
Like, would you start moving faster?
At first, I'd be like, okay, this is what would happen. If you did not have legs... and you were sneaking up behind me. You weren't even sneaking up, you were just walking behind me. On your hands in the park while I was going to my car. One, turn around, I'd yelp. I wouldn't scream, I'd yelp. I'd be, ah! That's the noise I would make. And then I'd backpedal a bit. Probably, I'd try my best to play off the fact that I just soiled myself. And then I'd get in the car... Call my loved ones, tell them that I'll be over soon after I stop by Walmart to get some new pants.
Okay. So there's a lot of shitting yourself in this. What if they were running towards you on their hands?
I was assuming from the get-go that they were running.
Oh, no. They were walking at first. They're just kind of, regular guy walking. But if you, like, see the guy, like, in full arm stride running at you.
Full arm stride?
Would you? Okay.
I'd run at him.
I was about to say, this is terrible. Would you kick the guy?
I would.
Kick him like a football running at you?
I'd kick him in the chest. Because I would not trust my leg to make the upswing.
I would do...
Because he could just grab it, because his hands are already down there.
It's a little inside football, but I'd do that face kick that guy did last weekend. Did you see that gif?
I did not.
The guy on the Steelers kicked the fucking guy on the Browns, like, right in the face. Like, he jumped up in the air and just boot right to his face like he was wearing a helmet.
I think I did see that.
But I would do that. I would jump up and just lift a leg and hope I popped his head on the way down.
Worst case scenario, like, I would either kick him or I'd leapfrog him.
I feel bad if I did that. I feel worse than kicking him. If he was
running full stride, he better be handing me my wallet. Because that's the only reason I would let someone run full stride at me.
I just would feel like that would be worse than kicking him. If you just fucking humiliate him by jumping over them.
How dare he run full stride on his hands in the dark at me? Like, he's the one at fault. Obviously, I'm sorry for his affliction. Like, he doesn't have legs. I have legs. I have legs powerful enough to allow me the strength to leapfrog him.
It's true, I guess, yeah, if you're threatened, then it's okay. If you feel threatened by that, which, at night, if clearly, in the situation I painted, for some reason I painted, it's just the two of you, there's no other people around. In that situation, yeah, I would go into fight or flight, and honestly, in that situation, I'd probably say fight, because the guy is lower to the ground, and yeah, I could probably knock him over way easier than I could a regular person. Okay, so we're terrified of people with no legs, is what we're saying. And I would use that to my advantage, knowing that people are terrified of people with no legs. And it sucks that that's the way it is. I would never like not be friends with someone because they didn't have legs. But
I'd probably be a scientist.
What?
I would probably be a scientist.
If you had no legs, you'd
if
be
I
a
had
scientist?
no legs, I'd probably be a scientist.
How did the two things go hand in hand?
Well,
What if you? Well, I mean, you're fucking 23 and they cut your legs off. Suddenly, you're a scientist.
Yeah.
Just they give you.
No,
they give you
I start studying robotics and neuroscience,
Okay.
so that I could be able to combine them so that I could have robot legs.
Okay.
Or with built-in rollerblades, because one, that's just a feel-good story.
that would
The
be
man
cool.
with no legs builds robot legs with built-in rollerblades, brings rollerblades back. It's 2014. Good for him.
That actually brings me to the question I was going to ask you next, which is, would you want robot limbs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Would you
Wait.
willingly cut your limbs off to have them put robot limbs on?
It really like
This
how
is-
advanced are the robot limbs?
Well, see, we were going to get into that, but what I'm saying now is, if someone came to you and said, and it's at a point where you've seen that people can get them, and but it's not like a huge thing yet. A couple people have them, and they say, we will give you robotic arms and robotic legs, but we have to amputate your arms and legs. Would you do that?
I would let them take my left arm.
You let them do one and see if it works? What if they couldn't do that? What if it was like a whole system? They had to hook it up all at once. The arms and the legs have to be done at the same time.
I'm assuming if they did that, they'd also have to take out my spine.
No, it's fused to your spine.
God.
But they can only do the fusion once. It's very dangerous surgery.
Is there a chance that it would fail?
Yes.
Then I wouldn't do it.
Well, that's the thing I was saying, is it's not so big that it's like 100% guaranteed yet. But no one has told you that it's failed yet. You've seen the people where it's worked, and you've seen it demonstrated, but you haven't seen or heard anything about it not working. But they don't come right out and tell you it's 100% guarantee. They also don't tell you it's not 100% guarantee. So you're being a little swindled. They can prove they're legit. They're not just guys harvesting limbs from people.
Yeah, you have me like this whole situation. I was just imagining that I would get screwed over and I would wake up on an operating table, blood everywhere, still enough for me to survive, and they closed up all my wounds, but my arms are just a bunch of tin cans.
Well, see, no, it would never be. It would be. They would take you to a hospital. You would have to take yourself to the hospital. That way, it's in your control. You are the one taking yourself to the hospital. Like, you're the one choosing to walk into the hospital. All that stuff. So you're still skeptical? You wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't. Not if I had to. Like, if I could only get like one limb, like, I would definitely just give my left arm. That's the only. Because I don't want to roll the dice with everything.
Okay.
Because if I roll the dice and then it turns out like, hey, you're that guy from the Oblongs.
Here's a more interesting question. Why would you want robot limbs?
Why not?
I mean, if your arms work fine,
Well,
you're not.
my left arm is not my best arm.
Okay, this is in the situation where. This would be in a situation where you're 100% guaranteed it's going to work, but they're going to cut both arms off and put robot arms on both.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
You wouldn't want that.
No. I could, but that's just because, I'm used to my hands, because I'm an artist, so...
Right, well, what if
drawing's hard enough when I can't feel my hand.
What if they could make it feel like an actual hand? What
if it can feel like the hand that I am used to?
They covered it in like fake skin. They made it look like your hands and your arms, but they're robotic. Would you do that?
How dexterous would they be?
It would be as far as the dexterity, it would be normal. It would be exactly how it was before. It probably would be better. That's how advanced it is.
I could probably do it then.
You would,
if it was 100% guaranteed
yes,
that my cybernetic limbs would able
work
to
the same way,
work like 1-to-1.
Yeah. Okay, but the question is, why would you do that? If you're getting
Because
if you're getting a set of arms that work the exact same way as the ones you already have, why are you going to go through with letting them cut your arms off and put new ones on?
Because they can get repaired.
I mean,
whereas if I broke my arm, like if my right arm was broken, I would not be able to use it the same way I am now. Like that's the thing. Like if someone broke my hand, like on accident, or if just anything happened to my right hand, I would not be able to draw at all. And like I would have to work my way around it, and it's really hard to relearn how to do something when you lose the ability to do it.
Figure out how to draw with your left hand.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Lannister.
It would be incredibly
Spoilers. Fucking
that
read a book.
When did that happen?
The third book. So, I mean, it's pretty deep in there. Okay. See.
That's what she said.
Oh my god. I don't know if that picked up. It was pretty quiet. But I'm going to go back. And I'm gonna pick that sound up a lot. It's going to be noticeably louder so everyone hears it. Anyways, so I don't know if I would do robot arms because it's different. It's different for you because you have a skill that requires that dexterity. So yeah, if you had the ability to just fix yourself if that ever got messed up, then I could see why that would be I could see why that would be a sort of an alluring thing. But I don't do anything that really needs... I could probably teach myself how to type on a keyboard again. That's really the only thing I use my fingers for. Yeah, would you just do hands? Would you let them cut your hands off, put robot hands on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
I was going to say, where would the line be?
If they were going to give me robot arms, I would want them to like start from like the shoulders down.
Okay, I ask again, why? Why not just the robot hands? That's what your point was before. If someone broke your hand...
I was assuming that it was like my whole arm.
Well, no, it was then. But what your reasoning for the arm was if someone broke your hand, you could get it fixed. So why not just your hand?
Actually, when I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't do my whole arm because I also like to work out, so you can't build... I mean, obviously I'd probably be able to lift...
Yeah, you just
like
go into the gym
pounds with one arm.
Impress everybody there. Don't even change into like workout clothes.
They just like look at my arm, like my muscles not flexing at all. I'm just
just start lifting up like the
like I'm looking for something. Like where's my wallet?
Yeah. Start lifting the isolateral machines that have like all the 45s on it.
It makes a horrible noise as I'm doing it. It's like I can't find it. It's like, dude, are you okay? Yeah, why?
That was a good robot noise, honestly. I'm glad that sounded so good. Okay, where would you want the cutoff to be? Like, would you take elbow down, forearm in hand? Would you do that? Robot forearm, robot hand.
I would do it.
Still have your biceps
underneath my bicep. Like,
I mean, your bicep comes pretty close to your elbow.
I know it does, but I mean, human elbow and then like robot arm. There's a chance that the robot arm would be too strenuous. Like I'd be picking up something that's a little bit too strenuous. I wouldn't realize
your
it.
Human joint
and
would
then
break.
My human joint would break.
Okay.
And then it would be the most sickening thing I would ever think of.
I mean, I could see. There's a little bit, yeah. I guess
if you could have an eyeball on any part of your body that wasn't in your head, where would you put it?
I'd probably put it on my palm. I don't know. I've always kind of liked that ever since that drawing you did.
Or not, like, anywhere but your face. Like, you still had your regular eyes, but...
Still had my two eyes, but I needed to put another eye somewhere else.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had the choice... Would it work? Would I see from it? That would be confusing. But like, I feel like
you could only see from it when you close your eyes. I was about to say,
I'd have to close my eyes to see out of my third eye.
So no matter what, you're always seeing something.
I feel like I'd put it on a funny place. Wait... So every time I close my eyes, I'd see out of the... Oh my god, that would be so jarring. Would I have eyelids?
Yeah.
Would I have eyelashes?
Probably.
I don't know, that somehow makes it worse. I don't like that. Whenever I think of an eye on another part of a body, like on the hand, I just think of an eye existing. I never think of it having...
Just one eye. You don't get two, so you can't put them on both hands.
I never think about them having... You can't do
the Pan's Labyrinth thing.
I never think about them having eyelids or eyelashes, but I have an eyebrow.
No.
Okay. Good. Maybe I could live with that.
Would you put it on the back of your head?
I thought you said it couldn't be on the head.
I said face. I changed it to face.
Put it on my chin.
Oh!
I just go like this. I'd like lift my head up sometimes, and they'd see it through my beard. They'd see my eye open.
The beard would separate, and then your eye would just be there.
Yeah.
I would throw up.
That would be the reason that I did that, is to make people throw up.
If I, like, felt sick one day, and I was like, I need to throw up, I was like, Nathan, send me a snap of your chin,
of you opening
your chin
your third eye.
Your fucking chin ball.
Yeah, that would be pretty gross. I feel like I'd put it on a funny place. Like, I'd put it on the base of my dick. Or, like, right above my dick. Or on my balls.
God.
Because then I'd have awful. A third ball and a third eye. Think about it.
Yeah, but then it would get, like...
I'd sit on my eye a lot.
Yeah.
On accident.
You'd go blind. Imagine the
Oh,
searing
no!
pain.
What if it, like, exploded? Like, I'm really glad my balls have never exploded, but what if... Because they're in a different spot, but what if it's on the edge and I sit and it breaks my third eye? Ugh. You're right. Probably still above the dick, though. That way... Never mind. That's gross. I'm not going to say it. A girl could make some serious eye contact.
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't that be... Wouldn't they throw up immediately? They didn't know it was there.
He's like, you have to, like, work your way up to that inner, like,
yeah,
you have to, you can't just throw that onto someone. Like, in a relationship, you have to be, like, upfront, like, look, I don't want to have sex with you. And they're going to be like, what? They're like, I mean, I do, but what... I'm different from other guys.
How far into a relationship do you let that information out? How far into...
I would say, like, a month, because if you're going to, like... If it lasts a month, like, that first month is enough to tell you if, like, I mean, it's not enough to tell you if you want to be with them for the rest of your life, obviously, but it's enough to tell you, like, if you can if they can handle being, like, long term with you.
I feel like an eyeball above the dick wouldn't be affected by that at all. I don't know. Would a month be long enough in to say, listen, you haven't really seen my dick yet, but when you do, I need to let you know there's an eyeball above it, and it's real and it works. And I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if a month is long enough. I think you need to wait a little bit longer. I think you just have to... If you have an eyeball above your dick, you're not having sex. That's pretty much...
Yeah.
That's period. You are not having sex if you have an eyeball. I mean... See, I like...
If you meet a girl who's into that...
I was going to say...
Keep your eyes open, because that's got to be like a jarring experience when you close your eyes and you see out of your third eye and things are happening.
Oh, that would be very strange. But anyways, I feel like...
It blinks.
I feel... Oh, God. Oh, God. I do not like
what if
imagining
every time...
that.
Okay, with the third eye, since you can only see out of it when you close your eyes... Every time you blinked, it flashed the image that's being seen by your third eye.
I'd never sleep. I'd never be able to go to sleep. That's the other thing. What if I'm trying to go to sleep?
You wear the eye mask on it.
Blindfold.
Yeah.
Even then, I would never sleep, because every time I blinked, I'd see some horrible, weird view of my life from a different spot.
Depending on where you put it.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be good no matter what. Like, it would not be good no matter what spot you put it in. To blink and suddenly see out of that third eye for a second... I wouldn't like that. Now I'm afraid of blinking.
What?
I'm like blinking and I'm really scared.
What if? What would you do if you had if a doctor said that you could only this is a stupid reason, but he said it in a way that's way more convincing than what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. But he basically said the only way you'll survive this surgery is if we create an extra mouth on your body somewhere. Where would you put that extra mouth? This is the body part episode.
Above my dick.
What is with you and putting the extra facial part?
Name any body part that you'd want me to attach to my body as an extra one, and I can tell you I'd probably put it above my dick.
A third arm.
A third arm above my... I could jack myself off with my third arm.
No, you couldn't.
Well, I could put it I put it on my stomach. Then I could really jack myself off. That'd be so great. I wouldn't have to stop, writing. I don't know.
Disgusting.
I hope my girlfriend doesn't listen to this.
Oh, yeah, congrats on that, by the way.
Not after this episode.
Yeah.
We're going to have a talk. Sorry. Sorry, Jen. Anyways, no. Okay, so yeah, like an arm above my dick, a leg above my dick.
What? Why? Why the leg? I don't get the leg thing.
Kick myself in the balls.
I would think the third leg would be like I put
it on my butt.
Yeah,
so I could lean back and be chill as fuck.
I remember I made for like one of the comics I did before. I made a monster. He had just his thing was he had a leg coming out of his back, so that he could just lean back.
That's such a cool thing if you think about it.
But also he ate people, so that's why he was a monster.
Like what an amazing, like facet of human evolution that would be if people just got so fucking chill that we started growing this limb out of our back so we could just lean right the fuck back and not even have to stop our day. We could walk around like that, which I would love. I would love to walk around in a permanent lean back position.
It evolves in such a way that it's like completely retractable, so you don't see it and you don't have to make they don't have to make clothes for it or anything. It's like one day you're just like I'm tired and you just oh god, you just lift up your shirt. It just like
that somehow makes it worse.
Shoots out your back.
Oh god!
It's like deploying kickstand.
Like in Fully Cooley when he has a thing pop out of his head and he pushes it back in, then it pops out again. Ugh. That's gross when you make it like a whole. When you make it real and it's worse for some reason.
Like, that's another thing. Body parts that you can make retract. What would you make your body? What would you make retract? Like, would you make your arms go into themselves?
Oh, I just have to pick a body part and make that retractable.
Or you could just do all your limbs.
My nose.
You make your nose go into itself?
It's like a cosplay as Voldemort.
God damn it!
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. I mean, what? It doesn't matter. That's the most useless thing to have the choice of in the world. What would you do?
I would have so that I could basically be a human turtle.
Okay.
Although I don't know.
You would want your head to retract?
Yes. I want to be able to retract my head in all the way so that I can just see above my neckline.
Third eye would come in handy in that situation. You just put it on your chest. You walk around. You can like move around like a tank. You have that protective shell of your chest cavity.
Given the option of it being on the face, I would probably just put it on my forehead.
If it could be on my face, yeah, I'd put it on my forehead. Or
I just wear a bandana all the time.
Or put it on my tongue. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
Yuck.
Yep.
Then you better not blink while you're eating.
Or at all. I chew on my tongue a lot. Never mind.
Doctor, can you remove the eyeball?
Put it right on my
Can you remove my eyeball? You want what's wrong with your eyes? Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with my eyes. It's the extra eyeball that I have.
It's the third eyeball. Can you do that a lot? You get rid of the third eye a lot?
What? Where is it?
It's on my tongue. It's
right
a problem. Here. You pull out your tongue and you start blinking a lot. It starts opening its eyes a lot.
The doctor's like, excuse me. He reaches into his doctor cabinet.
Starts throwing up into the cabinet.
I was gonna say he pulls out a bag and throws up into it.
No, he just throws up into the cabinet.
Congratulations, you made a doctor puke. A doctor who is supposed to not puke at the sight of something gross and medical.
A doctor's probably had shit on his hand.
What? Oh yeah.
Think about that. A lot of doctors have probably touched shit. You become real personal with shit. Ugh, I don't like thinking about extra eyes. Why don't we have wings yet? Why don't we have that yet?
I don't know.
I feel like we should probably figure that out.
I think before we, get wings or anything, I think we'll develop gills.
Like we're evolving in the wrong way.
Or rocky skin.
We're evolving in the wrong way. It's becoming harder for us to move our bodies. It should be becoming easier. I blame technology. Turn the switch off. Turn it all off. Let's just start figuring out how to grow wings.
The first 20 years of every human's life, they should not live in the civilized world. We should put them... Every newborn child has to live in the wild. But then, they get some education, but then on their 20th birthday, they leave the wild, and then they're exposed to technology.
And then they go fucking crazy and kill a bunch of people, probably with a knife or like a sharpened branch.
I think that their 20th year, they would just get weaned off of being a fucking barbarian.
I'm
not saying like they'd be like uncivilized cavemen.
Well,
I mean,
okay, the way you worded it, it sounds like the day of their 20th birthday, they have their little Neanderthal in the woods birthday celebration, whatever the fuck that is, and they just blindfold them, walk them into civilization, and then
a fucking like silver gleaming utopia.
They fucking walk them into an airport and don't take the blindfold off until there's a plane taking off, and they just start shitting. And they just start swinging their fists and screaming because they don't know how to process this information. So, the point of this whole podcast is, why don't we have wings? I just really feel like we need to figure this out. I want that jetpack.
I don't think that we're going to develop wings. I do not think that... I think that we'll develop telekinesis and totally won't need wings.
Did you see the thing?
Telekinesis is impossible. Well, it's not. It's telepathy.
Yeah. I was reading that story today.
It was like someone in
like... my fucking mind.
Was it like someone in China and someone in France?
Well, I don't know if they did like a long distance thing, but I know that that's what they want. They want it to be like from France to India. People want to be able to just share their thoughts with each other without communication, like without the internet or speaking or anything. And that's fucking crazy. How the fuck do you figure that out?
I don't know.
I don't understand who paid someone to be like, all right, I need you to figure out telepathy right now. And how much money do you think got dumped into that project?
I don't know. I can't.
I'm
not going to say billions.
I want to say $1 trillion went into that.
I don't think so.
You know how much brain research has to be done to figure that out on living people?
It's probably a lot of neuroscientists and like telecommunication specialists.
If we can figure out how to fucking give people telepathy, why can't we, like, how come we still can't figure out how to fix someone's brain that's dead? Like, or not dead, but like someone who's going brain dead? Why don't we know how to fix that yet? Do we know how to make people fucking have telepathy and transmit thoughts to each other's brains like a fucking walkie-talkie?
I think it's more like a... It's probably because it's a different center of the brain that goes dead.
What? No. We know how to make someone's brain transmit thoughts to another fucking brain. We need to have the intimate knowledge of how the human brain
to cure
works.
Alzheimer's?
Well, like, if you can do that, how do you not know every little part about the human brain? And then, by knowing that, figure out a fucking way to turn on those parts of a brain that turn off when a person gets older, or has brain trauma. My whole deep point is ruined because I can't fucking talk. I need someone to fix my brain, please.
Talking about Oldor, the king of the trolls.
Fuck.
Oldor, strongest in village.
I really was on a roll there, and then I said Oldor, and it just fucking derailed everything. Well, fuck it. The podcast is over forever.
Speaking of Oldor, he was my favorite pirate. No, wait, his name was Goldar.
I did like Goldar.
Goldar was great.
He's kind of scary.
He is terrifying.
Until he talks.
What was he?
He's a big wolf.
That was a wolf?
Hey, he's a big
wolf.
Wolf, yeah.
In like gold armor, and he had wings.
He was
and a big sword.
He was scary until he started talking, and then he's then he's a big fucking dummy. Piece of shit.
We gotta get rid of the Power Rangers.
Who was the other villain that he always hung out with?
I don't know. It was the old guy.
Well, like he was Rita Repulsa days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone else who was with Rita Repulsa, he would always hang around.
I think it was Rita Repulsa, the old guy that made the putties, that I never knew his name, and Goldar.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I'm thinking of him teaming up with Rita Repulsa and going to Earth to try to fuck up the Power Rangers once. How did we get on this? How did we get on Power Rangers?
Because I was talking about Oldor. Because you said Oldor.
Oldor is Hodor's dad. Oldor. A lot of good references in this episode, people. Read a book, watch a TV show. I was going to talk about anime this episode. Didn't get to that. It's okay. I think this is a nice tight episode, nice clean episode. So I'm gonna say thank everybody for listening to. I don't even fucking remember what we have talked about. To our robotic arms and legs, and I think there was some shit and dick references. Can't get out of an episode without one of those from us. That's the quality content that you expect from every episode. So I believe, Jeff, you're preparing for your shout-outs here, so I'm going to go ahead and say follow us on Twitter. I am at FrightShark. If you follow me right now, you'll see me renaming all of the Pokemon. I'm about 300 or so in of the 720 or however the fuck many there are. So that's a fun project. And Jeff, you follow him at Jafeman. He likes that name, I think. My girlfriend doesn't ever say it right.
It's not Jeff Man, it's Jafe Man.
And then one of her friends, she combined the two.
What?
She went Jafe Man with 2 F's. She went the extra mile on that one.
That makes me sick to my fucking
good on
stomach.
her. There's my shout-outs. Jen and Tesla. I don't know if Tesla doesn't listen, but anyways, you got your shout-outs ready?
I'm going to shout out to Burger Krang.
Burger Krang, he's enjoying my Pokemon things right now. He tweeted a picture of a turkey TV dinner at me earlier.
To eat. That's
just a fact. Not really any no jokes about that. Yeah, I think he got some more. You got some more coming. Coming down the pipeline.
I want to thank McTangle again because he's really good at talking at us.
McTangle's a good guy. He's one of the people who subscribes to the belief that I have pooped the bed.
He didn't,
which I have not.
I don't think he did.
I have not. There's no think. There's a for sure 100% chance that I did not poop the bed at all.
Bird Cop,
our good friend, Bird Cop. We'll leave her real name out of this, just in case. She's our good friend.
And Cup God.
God.
At a styrofoam cup.
At a styrofoam cup. He used to be, fun fact, little trivia fun fact for everyone, a styrofoam crump. And then he changed it to a styrofoam cup. I have been there for a long time, but I remember your old name, Cup God. You can't hide from me, you motherfucker. So anyways, follow us on Twitter. Tweet. You have a lot of homework assignments. Tweet dog pictures at us all the time. That's always your homework assignment.
If you're going to tweet at us but not mention us, tweet with hashtag Stinky Boy.
Yeah, hashtag Stinky Boy. Oh, that's right. Follow Stinky Boy Show. Yeah, Stinky Boy Show on Twitter. I swear we'll tweet more from that. If you're feeling up to it, send us free money. That would be nice, right? That's on the list. So send us tweets of dog pictures. Hashtag Stinky Boy. Hashtag
Stinky Boy.
Stinky Boy. Singular. That's the trick. Not plural. It's only singular because Stinky Boy's Show would not fit as a Twitter username. It's too long. Yes. So also follow that account, Stinky Boy Show. Free money. Tweet at us. Let us know what you think the name should be, if not Stinky Boy Show. I think I have a lot of really strong candidates, including one very strong candidate that I will not say.
It better not be Sky Captain of the World tomorrow.
I'm sorry. I think that's a fine name for a podcast because think about it. All the wonder. You imagine what could happen in the world of tomorrow. Who is Sky Captain? Who was Sky Captain in that movie?
Jude Law.
Was it Jude Law? Keep thinking Angelina Jolie. Was she not the Sky Captain?
I don't know. Maybe she was the second Sky Captain.
Almost 2 months into doing this podcast.
All I know is that they were steampunk in the future and can't have both of those things. You can't be in the future and be steampunk.
It's been almost 2 months since we started doing this, which means it's been about a month since I brought that up. Haven't bothered to look at an IMDb page or a Wikipedia page. I did, however, for a good 3 days, the Randy Quaid Wikipedia page.
Oh my God.
I edited very extensively, by the way, at about 4 a.m. to say that he played for the Buffalo Bills. He was the backup quarterback. They finally took because the NFL Wikipedia articles, they have the little thing on the right under their picture and like their bio. It says what team they played for, what years, what position, what their number is, and then it says like their achievements and like if they've gotten like any championships or anything. It'll say that. So I actually I copied it from someone else's Wikipedia page, pasted it in underneath his thing, filled in a bunch of fake information, And then I wrote 2 whole paragraphs about his time in the NFL. I did all this because I made a quarterback in Madden named Randy Quaid. And so, I filled in all this fake stuff about how he got drafted. Like, I had to go in depth because I went to the 2013 or the 2014 draft page to figure out what picks did the Buffalo Bills have. And then I picked a random pick. And then I saw, this pick was traded from another team, so I put that into the little thing about when he got traded or when he got picked too. I went into a lot of detail on this Randy Quaid Wikipedia article.
I honestly thought it was super legitimate because I was reading it at way early in the morning, and I read it as soon as I woke up because I saw you were tweeting about it. I was like, "What is he talking about?" I was reading it, and I was like, "What did he edit? I don't get it." Because I thought it would be more obvious, but it was
so subtle.
It looked legitimate and subtle.
It was so subtle that they erased the part on the side that had all that information, and they erased the 2 sections about him playing the NFL. But for 2 days after that, if you went to his page, the first paragraph, the last sentence on that paragraph was, "He's also known as the backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills." That sentence, it took them a few days to catch that one. And honestly, I bet if I didn't tweet about it, it probably wouldn't have gotten caught. Because who goes to the Randy Quaid IMDb page?
Probably not Randy Quaid.
Did you know that his full name is Randy Randall Rudy Quaid?
Did you make that up?
No, that's real. That's a real thing.
I thought you made that up.
No, I went in a second time after that, and I edited it to be Randy Randall Rudolph, and then in quotes, because in quotes it says Randy again. So in quotes Randy, and then in other quotes Rudolph, and then in more quotes Big Country Quaid.
I saw that.
I did that. That one was fake, but his real name apparently is Randy Randall Rudy Quaid.
Randy Randall Rudy.
What an embarrassing name. And also, I learned a lot about the guy while I was reading his Wikipedia page. A lot of real cool facts about that guy. Anyways, we're running way long. All the stuff that we said, follow us and tweet at us, and play Age of Empires 2 with us on Steam.
And talk to us, and the more you talk to us, the more chance that I will probably shout out to you, or Nathan will.
Yeah, you get shout outs, and nothing else comes with that.
Just people know.
Yeah, probably
we
just
say
you.
your name.
Probably just you. I still don't know how many people listen. Maybe 10 now. We might be up to about 10 listeners.
Last one has 60 listens.
10 faithful listeners.
Yeah. Because
those 60 people that listened to the last episode, they did not do the same for the 5 that came before it. A few did.
I really hope that when they listen to this, that they are multitasking. Because I can't imagine just sitting at home, just listening to 2 guys talk into their ear, having a conversation.
That's impossible. I do it frequently at work, and sometimes I stop working to just sit and be there and listen to the people talking to me, and it makes me want to die. So I hope they're doing interesting things while they listen to this podcast.
Build a fort. Tear down that fort.
Mm-hmm.
Build another fort that's bigger than the first fort. Build a country.
Orchestrate your parents' divorce.
Don't. Unless they're
put out
unhappy.
a hit on an old friend. You're okay with that one? Okay. Sell body parts on the internet.
No, I knew you were going to say that. No, don't do that. That's illegal. Putting a hit out on... Wait, what's a hit? Is that when you put a kill order on them?
Yeah, you hire a
No,
hitman
don't do that either.
And they go to kill the person.
Don't kill an old friend. You might reconnect with them one day.
No.
Unless they're an old flame.
You might not reconnect with them because you're going to have them killed.
Right.
You can go to their funeral, but don't, because...
How do you know that they didn't put a hit out on you already?
Because who does that?
Obviously you.
Yeah. Is anyone else putting a hit out on me? No, I'm the only one thinking of putting a hit out on people. I'm a thinker. I come up with ideas. You want to hire me for your company. 4,300
followers now.
Fuck them.
Probably have... Now you're going to have just as many unfollowers, and they probably all hate you.
Good. They needed to start doing that from the start. I have 4,300 too many followers.
Give me some.
Unfollow me on Twitter and follow Jeff. I know that you could follow both, but it's really... You're making way more of a statement if you unfollow me first, specifically to follow Jeff.
Eventually what I want to do is I want to gather all of my followers, and I want to train them in the art of combat.
Ooh.
and I want to make them the elite of the elite, the best of the best, and even greater than that. And then I want them to take down your army of 4,300 followers, and it's going to be great because a lot of our followers overlap. So there's going to be a lot of sleeper agents in your
a lot of drama,
in your
a lot
midst.
of picking sides, fighting amongst the ranks.
I'm going to say some stupid phrase during a speech like cotton crouton, and
People are gonna be
just
like,
you're going to see a picture
fuck.
of like your army, and then it's going to be a thing where like windshield wipers happen and they're just all gone. And you're like, oh no.
Those poor brave souls. Well, keep an eye out. You might be drafted into an invisible war between my followers and Jeff's followers.
I have very few followers, but they are the elite. They are great and cool.
My followers are okay.
They like Pokemon.
1,500 of them do, at least. I'm shooting for 5,000. Oh, yeah. You know what? I know we're going way too long on this, but I declared on this show, I had about 2,600 followers. I declared that at 3,000 followers, I would name my firstborn Xbox. I'm just going to let everyone know that got snubbed out. I don't think that's happening. But let's come up with something for when I hit 5,000 followers.
He's going to name his son Xbox.
5,000 followers, I will name my firstborn child Xbox.
Are you going to do that thing that the guy... Let's see. The guy had a Facebook page like a couple, like maybe 6 years ago. He's like, if this page gets like 10 million likes, I will name my son Batman. And you know what he did? He named his son Batman, but his middle name was Batman.
Someone on Twitter, I'm sorry because I meant to remember their name. They tweeted it a couple times, and I feel really bad that I don't remember who it was. They said, first name Xavier, middle name Box, but like Johann Sebastian Bach. Then it would be okay.
Oh my god,
it would be Xbox. So maybe there's a workaround there. I don't know. But my point is, I don't think
that's a cool name.
I don't think I'm allowed to name my firstborn now after declaring that. Anyone who hears this will understand probably.
Hey, if you name your son Xavier Box, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's even more permanent than getting a tattoo based on something you listen to, because that person has to go on and live a life with that name. So
better than being named after a Kia.
That's true. Wait, do you know someone named after a Kia?
Didn't you hear about that? The lady, she gave birth to a daughter in a Kia, named her Kia, and then Kia gave her a Kia for Kia.
That's fucked up. That's stupid. I hate that. Nope, don't like it. So anyways,
have a good night.
Yeah.
Watch Akira, because I said Kia so many times it made me think of Akira, and Akira is one of the greats. Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, Akira is good.
So have a good night. I'm Kaneda. This is Tetsuo.
And that's it. We're done. We're actually done now. So
okay.
Thank you and good night.
Tetsuo!
Kaneda!
That's
terrifying.
Now I'm gonna do the scream. I'm gonna walk out of the room.
Oh god!
Simulate the scream that it would make. This is the moment they see a plane taking off. That's what it sounds like.
Did it catch that? It did catch that.
And the whole time you can't really hear that too well because there's a lot of shitting. They're shitting at the same time. I peeked. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Peeked that real bad. That peaks every time. I put my hand over my mouth. It still peaks. You know what I mean? It's peeking. Okay.
Why are we doing this?
The fuck are we doing? I don't know.